G'day legends, Atron here, doing another Ronin bomb for my second week in the row, doing this little saga. So what I have done today is I've spent a little bit of shards just leveling up that tree to just have a little bit of backup. I've been doing a little bit of testing. Scorch Ronin is coming in handy. A higher skill on that I'll do soon, but the 7 skill's working nice. Just clearing the buildings and whatnot. He is in Goblet of Life. He doesn't actually need Life Drain Crest though. I find that he will survive just fine enough on Goblet of Life. So let's put that on him. So what we have got going on, we've got Heartbreaker. Oh, let's put her in that. Heartbreaker on 5 bite, so she'll be able to wreck some buildings pretty easy. Rockno also on 5 bite, so he can start healing in case like he's got to be in the death zone straight away. But also, I think he needs to auto proc, not auto proc. He will auto proc for that healing, but he won't. He doesn't seem to activate like the damage on the walls and whatnot until he auto attacks. So like he's AA. His normal attack. So that's, you need to be close to a building. So that 5 bite will, even though he's fast energy recovery, that 5 bite will help go along the way. So what do we do here? Healing, probably. I'll do that. What was Rockno? I actually might put him in Yellowfin, so he can walk into whatever he needs to smash. All right, so Anubis. So I've learnt, I have tested this, and I might show you guys really quickly before we go in. If he dies, Doom Balloon resets, so the cooldown resets on him, so that's pretty cool. He can get 4 of those or 3 of those off really, really quickly. So if we go back to like our pet and we work out what his damage is going to be on this, so like we've got, let's just call it 10,000. It's more than that. It's going to be like 12, but that's, just keep it 10 for easy numbers. So if he's doing 550% damage on 10k, he's going to be able to pump out like 55k of damage 4 times in a row. So that's maybe 200k or 150k of damage on buildings to 5 targets that are left. So I have been dropping Anubis semi-last, or depending on if I'm having difficulty with troops, I will drop him in the middle to clear that extra wave. So that's pretty much it with the setup. Heartbreaker's just there for a little bit of damage. Now, if I did have the new hero, Athene, I would be putting her in place of DD because her skill is very, very similar to Heartbreaker. I swear to God, they're like sisters or something. So that same idea with the 0.2 seconds, I think she actually gets more attacks, so she will get 25 hits of like all that starfall on buildings. I'm sure you guys have seen videos by now of it all over. So much better than DD as far as he only does like, whatever it is, 8 or 10 max at a time. And they can hit heroes. Also, Athene can hit heroes, but hers is closer to building. So I think she'll be a great addition for this building destruction team on this Ronin bombing mold. You can also do head-to-head Ronin bombing. I know I got a guy in one of our guilds who does like his Ronin on 8 Bulwark, and Anubis still on Doom Balloon, but he also uses Skelly, and he just goes heads to head, and the game is over in like 5 minutes. So not 5 minutes, like 11 seconds, 15 seconds, the battle is over. So because there's so much area damage, like Skelly and Anubis on that Doom Balloon, and Ronin on Phoenix. So, alright, now Heartbreaker really hurts Ronin because of that 0.2 seconds, so like all the damage that he can potentially get gets whipped in his face. So for something like this, what I want to do is like, where is Rockno going to go into? So if we're not using, we're doing this free-to-play model, their gunslinger's in the middle, so whereabouts? If I can drop, they're always going to go to Ronin anyway, so that's going to be in first. So I think I'm going to drop him at the top, realistically, and then we will just see what happens, I suppose. I got the rest there to drop in, so we'll do this, all they're coming up, and we just drop them to the side. Now, I like to drop troops a little bit 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 to the side, so Skelly doesn't like, you know, destroy them all when they come out. So that's the thing that's annoying. But arrow towers, yeah, it's like you got to bring so many troops because arrow towers will kill your heroes or your little troops that are coming in. So that's an important thing there. So hopefully he stays alive until he gets like, you know, 60%, 50% would be 60%, 70%, you know, the more the merrier would be good with this Phoenix. So he seems to be, those heroes don't seem to have like a high DPS up there, so he seems to be able to get by just fine. So we're in the death zone now, 51%, and so we've got that revive, so that's where that revive's come in way more handy than previous. So 71%, this is looking better than we were previously. And so we'll just drop them maybe over here, get them running a little bit further away. Those arrow towers, look at those arrow towers. Okay, so he's down now, and we've got the, what have we got left? The building wise, we're going to be looking at Rockno probably going for the highest area. So we drop some, like my idea would be drop some troops over here to lure, and then I want the Rockno to go in there. He's going to try and destroy some buildings for me. That's good. Heartbreaker there. Get her destroying some buildings. We'll get DD just from building damage as well. So he's there. Now everyone dead. Now where do I want? I want Anubis to go somewhere where he can like die kind of quickly, but so I reckon probably here. So we'll put troops over. We'll drop Anubis. And he's going to get some Doom Balloon procs off. 1, 2, how many times has he died? 3. All right, so we got 97%. We're going to wait definitely 6 seconds because DD is going to hit that thing in the middle, and so is Anubis with another Doom Balloon. So 5 Vite and then 100%. So great. You know, that's where my what is it? Tree has actually come in handy. So I mean, that was the first time I'd ever used tree. I literally have spent, you know, 50k shards just getting him to level 10, not level 10, level 8, so he can revive 5 heroes. So, but yeah, you can see how I think Athene is going to be better than Dread Drake. Like, you know, that's just my thoughts. I think you know, how as I used Heartbreaker before, she did a lot of damage to those buildings, and you know, it might be a case of even putting in, once all the troops are down, you know, especially Athene, because she'll attack, you know, close, same as Heartbreaker. So if they have got oh, now I can do this, I can stop this and do this glitch again as well, can't I? So what happens is, if I go, what I'll do is I'll stop the video, but if I go now and just relog, it restores all my troops bar one base. So that'll be good. We'll do that, and we'll be right back. Alrighty then, so let's get on with the second one here. Troops are back again. I actually quite like that setup. I'm not 100% on Rockno. He is in Yellowfin, and he is in, what's his artifact? Lightning Rock. So maybe I just put him in Bublo, and that should make him... No, we'll keep the stun immune. So, alright, moving on. Back to Ronin Bombing. Having a little bit of fun with this now. So, great strategy for free to play. This is kind of what I'm aiming for. Like, these heroes are all, aside Anubis, you know, they're all pretty easy to get and all pretty old school. So, nothing super crazy. Now, definitely want to avoid those Heartbreakers with that super high DPS for Ronin. It's definitely not fun to watch him just get melted straight away. So 5 camps of troops. Maybe I can go to the top. I think Heartbreaker's still going to range there, so we'll just drop. Now, the thing is, he's got 2 arrow towers, but do they have level 7 greens? They look like they do. So we'll just drop a couple of troops to draw those cannons, and of course we want to be dropping just 1-2, 1-2. So if Skelly does destroy all the troops, there is at least another line coming in. You know, the ants go marching 2 by 2, hurrah! And then that's what I find is just better. So like those things are taking their time over there, and Skelly's little debuffing powerhouse attack will hit them, but there's, yeah, kind of makes sense. All right, so he's down and he had revive on. So maybe I'll go in from the other side and hopefully he will not have to go against Skelly, because what's the issue there? Got 3-on-3. Head to head, 3-on-3 is like way easier, because then all the troops in Anubis will get rid of most of them. So we're just going to put him there. And then let's see how he goes. So troops are down, or some are down, 5%. Got to keep an eye on that. If we're not happy with the percentage before we go in, because as soon as he goes into the middle, he's just dealing with like an Ares and the Rockno proc. So this is an interesting base. If we're keeping to this same Ronin thing, maybe we'll have to, you know, how many troops are there? If I just drop Anubis to have a look, there's, yeah, not enough. There's still too many. So I mean that's, you can see how the percentage goes up quite quickly with Anubis. We may have to change the strategy depending on how easily Ronin's dying against that Rockno. So that's the main thing there. The Walla and Anubis there. All right. Let's see what angle. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of, you know, back and forth work. So, but the best thing you can do is just, that's why you got to bring so many troops, is just bang out those troops. But you can see that Heartbreaker, as soon as he goes near her, she's going to unleash and like do a lot of damage there. So, are all the troops down? All the troops are down now. All right. So, I don't know. We'll see how we go here. We've got Rockno going in. Is he going to destroy those top buildings? So he's having a little bit of luck there, but he's pretty weak still. 33%. I'm not sure if I really want to. Do I really want to try and test this out? So, well, we got 2 minutes left. If we drop Anubis, he'll get rid of all the troops, which is fine. But it's more so the buildings left. Like, is he? None of them really have any damage going on. So what I want to do is actually drop DD just to take that aggro, so he can kind of walk in and then get attacked. So we need the closest building is over here. So we'll drop DD up there, and then we'll drop Anubis down here, and then we'll drop Heartbreaker there for some extra damage. And he should be dying a couple of times. 75%. See, look at that Doom Balloon damage. Every time he comes back to life afterwards is huge. So 92%, another Doom Balloon. All right, so everyone's down. And then we'll draw the troops up here. We drop. And then, and 100%. Wow, pretty risky. Pretty risky, but I mean, if you don't have Skelly and you don't have everything else, that's, I would never be able to do that without Tree. So everyone's like, why aren't you using Tree? That's so crazy. That's why, I guess. Well, not why, but now why I am and will be. I potentially would almost trade out Rockno for Athene if I got her as well. I don't know, as far as damaging, Skelly would be the best one to put in there, but I'm trying to obviously do a Saga which is not orientated against you know, massive pay to play. So, all right, going to revive these troops. Be right back. Alrighty then, so we're back. We're going to the last three, moving through that. Now, just I thought I'd mention, my tree is nothing special, nothing. Like I put a couple of books into him this morning. He's only 160 Evo. He already had 5 Vite. He's been sitting there at level 1 for forever. So all I did was take him to level 8 so I can utilize his revive. So, you know, that was a pretty close call, and it could have gone either way. But one thing I didn't do, but I'm pretty sure I went over the limit anyway, was just make sure you count to that 6. So when Anubis revives, you know that he's definitely going to be shooting off that extra Doom Balloon. So, you know, when he goes in like he did before, you saw the chunk of damage. It was like 60%. All the way up to like almost 92, I think it was, and then we dropped Tree, and everyone else got alive, and blah, yada, yada, yada. But I'm maxing my army camps at the moment because I really want that extra extra troops. So we're just going to drop Ronin. He's going to do his work, go in, do what he does. Maybe we'll drop DD just around the side, clear up a little bit. I think I'm going to do that actually. So now they don't seem to have... Alright. That wasn't very cool. DD maybe making everyone proc too much. So let's just put Ronin straight in the midst. Straight in the midst, we'll go... Is he going to attack this building? Yeah, so let's get him on the corner there. That's ideal. Now what we want to try and do is make sure that Skelly's procs at least and Waller's procs, like we just saw there, are going over to someone else potentially. So get all this stuff in the middle taken care of, and then the outside is much easier, especially when we want to put especially when we want to put a Heartbreaker on the side. And if you had Athene, especially if you had Athene and Heartbreaker all at the same time, having the middle section done is so much better because they're close proximity heroes. So you got to make sure all the outside is done though, and so they got no gunslinger in this. So realistically, I'm just going to be dropping 4 corners. So we'll leave Heartbreaker till last because she's flying and can go over anything. But realistically, we're just going to be getting all the corners done. So we're not, and if it really mattered, we could use troops to clean it all up anyway. So, you know, we're doing that. So who got into the middle there? Rockno, he died into the middle. That's all fine. And then who else was down? So that Doom Balloon's probably going to take care of itself. And we've still got Heartbreaker, remember? So Heartbreaker is on that 5 Vite, just doing work. And I think that's the last one down there. It looks like it. So that last building, 3%. Okay, cool. So that was, that's a pretty of an easy run. But in that case, when there isn't any troops to kill, Ronin still has a task of... I probably have enough troops, to be honest, to keep going. No, I won't. I'll be back. I'll be back in a sec. All right. Getting on with this. I think this has been really good, actually. This session has made me aware of a couple of new little things that can be useful, but definitely keen to roll this Athene. I'm not going to roll hard for her because I don't think she's going to be super useful, to be honest. But in this scenario, replacing either DD or Rockno for Athene with at least, on 200 Devo and a 5 Vite obviously would be ideal to have in there so she doesn't get, chomped. Yeah, I think she's going to offer a lot of building destruction. I had a couple of guys say it's the last thing that we sort of need in this. So no GS in this base either. So, he was going to attack the wall for a second, but then decided against it. So long way down through all those troops. Long way down. Oh no, he's changed direction. Okay, that's remember, we want to try and at least keep getting troops, because if Waller's proccing, for example, now that didn't work out very well. I'm not sure what happened there. So if Waller's proccing, it's still good to have those troops going out, so those 5 targets are still targetable. So yeah, can he attack that? How's that going to work out? Alright, that's good. So he wants to get in there. So that's ideal. So nothing is attacking us from the distance. Except Heartbreaker. Do not like Heartbreakers. So remember to keep dropping those troops, because if Waller does want to proc, which he is auto proc, he's going to be targeting those troops instead. So now he's down. I reckon we can still do this. So what I want to do, although the top part. So nothing is actually auto range. That's hilarious. Okay, so we're going to drop Rockno here. He's going to go for this bulk of buildings. So on these 5 Vite, yeah, he pounds over. That's fine. So he is on... Oh no, that's their Chickaboom going off. So he's just fighting the Rockno now, by the looks of it. Rockno, or has he got someone else out there? It's kind of glitching. So that's all right. they're probably just going to fight for forever, so that's going to be semi-annoying. 56%. Heartbreaker. Does my Heartbreaker go in? Or do I go DD? What I'm going to do is drop DD first down the bottom here and get him to get rid of that for starters. And because I want Heartbreaker to use her proc so she's not full energy is ideally what I want to happen. Because she'll melt. She should melt him. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I dropped Heartbreaker. I didn't mean to. Okay, so everyone's down. Who do I want to? We only got a minute left, so maybe we'll get Anubis down here. Oh god. I don't want him to be too hard to kill, that's the thing. Not too easy. Who's going to kill him the easiest? I don't know, we've got to drop him anyway. Over here. Mike. So we just want to offer him a little bit more Doom Balloon, so he's revived, yeah. So that Doom Balloon Anubis is amazing. Fantastic, actually. So, you know, even though we had barely any buildings destroyed, he gets that 200,000 or 150k damage done, and we still had trees, so we still had another one there. So that was great. So that's really cool. Definitely, I know I had a different post a while ago about putting Doom Balloon on DD, but I did not and was not aware of a no cooldown issue. So 170 troops, we got our 6 heroes. Do we have a gunslinger? It looks like it, those copters are there. Do we have a skelly? Nope, so we've got a Ronin over there and a Heartbreaker over there. We should be okay. This should be a pretty normal something or other. So you want to try and drop the troops in a place where they're not going to be affected by towers, because that's the, you know, if you're getting hit by magic towers or arrow towers, it's less ideal. You know, all you can do is simply drop troops to, you know, they're just going to die. See how I'm putting them here? It's less likely that to be useful if I'm just dropping them in the corner. They still got a little bit of time to live, so I don't have to constantly drop so many of them. And 25%, how's he doing? He died at 29%. Heroes, heroes, heroes. All the troops are done though. Right, let's drop DD. I don't know, we're just going to go for this. He's going to get minced pretty easy, I would reckon. Where is Rockno? So he should be able to destroy most of that. Yeah, so he's got a big chunk of damage on him, which is good. Really good there. So healing up. So he's down as well. Now I wonder if I can get Heartbreaker to actually proc. Can I? Doesn't look like it. So this will be interesting. All right, drop a couple over here, get rid of the that, and I'm going to engage Heartbreaker. 71%. Doom Balloon, do your work. He's died once. He's up again. Doom Balloon for 80%. I definitely want Heartbreaker destroying that. Okay, so a couple of troops there. Heartbreaker. Nope. Couple of troops. Heartbreaker. Oh. Okay, so you gotta wait your 6 seconds. Everyone's dead. But there's only one building left, so it's gonna be a pretty easy kill on that thing. But just to be safe, we will drop a couple of troops over this way, and then we drop tree. And everyone comes back to life. Oh, that was pretty close though. That building might have a little more health than first thought. So that's the 5 targets. They're all pretty hefty. They've all been beefy heroes on that base. You know, the Evo tree was nothing special. What do we finish with? So 3,200. So it's kind of nice. You know, it's a nice little way to get past all of these, you know, tougher bases potentially. If you do have a Skelly, obviously it's going to be a lot easier. But it also, a lot of people, you know, free to play don't have Minnow, and those bases were kind of designed at anti-Minnow, I suppose, like making it harder for him to walk in, but still not impossible to go by. What else is there? We did have the update, so we've got Athene, we've got a couple of new features going on in the warehouse, which is kind of cool. I forgot to buy spots, so do that, and then that's about it, right? So thanks for tuning in, guys. I will be posting at least one Ronin setup video a week, so if I roll a theme, we'll get her involved as well. But let me know if you think that there's better heroes that I can use instead of Rockno or DD. I do need that, you know, I think I need that 5 of fight DPS target damage like Heartbreaker. She was really useful. But yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, enjoy.